In the middle of United City's territory lies a frequently visited city by drifters, wanderers, and traders. Sho-Battai for many is the beginning of their adventure, and today I'm here to guide you through your first week in Sho-Battai. Before exiting the city, a few essentials are required. Medicine will keep you alive if you happen to encounter any pesky wildlife or bandits outside of town that want to rip you limb for limb or steal every piece of food you have. Food is also important in the desert. Buying cheap dried meat from a bar in town is a reliable way to drain your cats. Scavenging skimmers for their claws and raw meat is a better choice. In the desert, you have to use everything to your advantage to survive. You may as well encounter bone dogs or garu as well. Take advantage of what Okran gives you. Now, with all that raw meat, you can't eat it. Even if you're a hiver or scorched, I'd recommend highly to, place down a campfire and get the most out of it, honestly. Acquiring a corpse and possibly a trader's backpack is going to be our next step to actually progressing our character. I'd recommend going and finding an ore vein. There's one right outside of the walls by the police station. We're going to get about 18 pieces of that. You may find yourself attacked by bandits. Well, in this case, he's more suitable to the local wildlife than anything else. In the desert, these are, more than common. The best solution to these wildlife is to run them into other wildlife. I like to call these little guys skimmers. Well, they can be some of the most annoying creatures out here in the desert, but as you can see, they are a solution to one of our problems. Oh, I almost forgot. Whenever you're cooking that meat at the campfire, make sure to run around in circles to intimidate the locals. Another good way to train your strength, if you feel you're up to the task, is once you get about those 18 pieces of iron, you could run from edge to edge of town and be relatively safe. Another thing I forgot to mention is that usually skimmers are vastly territorial, and they may have helped us in the past, but they will not hesitate to destroy you when you are not paying attention. And for example, in the next clip, you're going to see them rush me at top speed, and I'm going to have to drop my backpack, my iron, my body, my rotting corpse to run away. So just be careful for that. Also, once you're actually done de-aggroing them, make sure to go back and grab your stuff, because if you don't, it's a possibility it could despawn. Every now and then, in the distance, you may see white numbers. That's usually UC samurai or peasants fighting skimmers. It's good to look out for those type of guys. Before approaching a knocked out skimmer, I would always like to compare and contrast the health to its relative KO points. If the health of the skimmer is below the knockout point, it is usually safe to go and run towards the skimmer before he gets up. Getting a large backpack is important for our next step. The police station is usually where a lot of the bandits, a lot of the outlaw, poor peasants are going to get sent once they are done attacking the samurai. Usually they're knocked unconscious, but even if they're not knocked unconscious, you can still loot their bodies. Just be careful not to release or to try to break their shackles. But usually what you can do is just loot them and take all their armor. If you're looking for their weapons, usually I forgot his name, the police officer guy, the guy who you turn bounties into, usually he has their weapons on discount down at the bottom floor. After all this advice I've given you, I hope it has inspired you to try to seek out a start in the UC territories. Sho-Battai for me is one of my favorite cities to start in, just because of how many different factions are at play and how many different wildlife is there, and the shops and the shinobi thieves, the police station, and it's really one of my favorite towns, and I hope it is going to be one of your top 10. If it isn't in your top 10, I still hope that this has given you a head start in your Kenshi adventure.